Before you react, pay close attention. Penny Smith is currently trending under the headline. Make sure you're alone before looking at Penny Smith's topless pics. I want you to watch all the way through because I'll explain why that title went viral, what the pictures actually imply, and how to view them objectively without being swayed by hype. The headline is meant to be shocking, but Penny Smith herself is the true story: her composed demeanor, her stable stance, and her effortless confidence that elevate a straightforward shot into a topic of conversation all day. Pay close attention to what you actually observe. The mood is warm rather than frantic, the lighting is gentle, and the framing is deliberate. Penny Smith's hands are natural, her shoulders are calm, and her face conveys that she is not attempting to pick a fight with the internet. A tight crop, a turned shoulder, or a brilliant edge can feel aggressive without going beyond in photography, and this is where many viewers get confused. They think the image conveyed more than it actually did after responding to an emotion the frame evokes. Outrage is sparked by that uncertainty. Some applaud and describe it as courageous. Some try to shame it by calling it excessive. However, take your time and pose 3 precise queries that apply to every trending post regarding Penny Smith or anybody else. Did you choose to share the image? Does Penny Smith appear secure and at ease? Is anyone getting hurt? Taste is what we have if the answers are yes, yes, and no. Taste can be compassionate. Saying, "Not my style," and continuing on is acceptable. Saying, "I like the mood," and leaving it there is acceptable. Adults decide how they want to look. Joy doesn't require a permission slip. Contrast is another factor that contributed to this story's success. Penny Smith is well known for her composure, sharp humor, and polished public persona. The internet becomes noisy and the switch feels acute when a headline claims a topless twist. However, a switch doesn't always have to be controversial. Individuals are capable of being multiple identities at once. Penny Smith has the ability to be both calm and lighthearted, traditional and contemporary, private and yet willing to project a powerful image when she so chooses. That's range, not a crisis. Look for 3 easy cues if you wish to read the pictures like an expert. First, look for signs of tension or serenity in your body language. You may see tranquility here. Second, intent. Is this a carefully crafted moment or an attempt at a stunt? It sounds like caring in this instance. Third, context. Is the style appropriate for the situation? The frame makes sense if Penny Smith appears at ease and the surroundings is appropriate. Additionally, keep in mind how a scene is altered by angles. One tiny stride toward the lens can make a shot seem louder than the moment. A low perspective adds drama, and a bright sun can make lines jump and flatten shadows. You can create a trend by adding a lighthearted caption and a surge of shares. However, the image remains the same. Penny Smith, composed and in charge. This teaches us a more significant lesson about how we communicate online. Words like topless, gasp, and outrage draw attention, but they also confine us to either shock or shame. We can go in a different direction. We can examine workmanship, care, and the subtle indicators that someone is content, safe, and respected. The image's mood shifts when we do that. It starts to focus more on a person and less on a claim. Even in straightforward shots, Penny Smith's presence has been the foundation of her work. She doesn't resist the camera. She directs it. This is why, even after the initial hot take fades, these photos remain in your memory. The true lesson that follows the title is that the make sure you're alone tease is about control, comfort, and choice rather than seeing more. If this calm breakdown made it easier for you to understand Penny Smith's moment clearly, please share your honest thoughts in the comments. Hit like to encourage more people to join the nice discussion. And subscribe with notifications to ensure you don't miss our next straightforward, polite look at the pictures that everyone is arguing about. Thank you for staying to the very end. Your voice counts here.